This is my 26th year in education. I've been in about 5 or 6 schools in about 5 states, and pretty much every educator I have met wants to help kids. They want to teach. They want kids to learn. And the beauty of the community school strategy in a school is that it is the method by which, the strategy by which teachers can teach. And they can accomplish that goal because what they have in front of them, their students, can gain access to the teaching and the learning and all of that research that the entire nation is spending money on figuring out how to teach. They all of a sudden can gain access to that. So the crossroads of community schools and good instruction is that it makes the student available for learning. We had a professional development for our staff on how to deal with students who have lived in trauma, who have experienced trauma. By giving them this piece of knowledge that was brought to them by another community school site coordinator that has done work on dealing with students who live in trauma. By giving this piece of knowledge to our teachers, they are empowered to go back into the classroom and see their students more clearly. Having a clear vision of who those kids are makes that more effective and more successful. And community schools allows our teachers to have that clear vision. It also helps when we're sitting in an IEP meeting, a special education meeting, and we have the community school site coordinator there because we think that there might be some issue that is going on that is outside of the academic realm. During that rich discussion of, well, how is the student doing? Where are the strengths? Where are the weaknesses? We can turn to that site coordinator and say, so it sounds like we're coming up against an issue of housing because the family's moving from place to place. What can we do? But now we have somebody who can actually address that as part of their job so that the educator can ask the question, but then have a resource as an answer. What I hope to see in the next 10 years is where it becomes as natural to have a community school site coordinator as a resource, where a teacher can go to that person and saying, I'm having trouble seeing how this kid is learning, and I think it's not academic, I think it's housing, I think it's health, I think it's this, that, or the other. And that person, just like an academic coach would give advice, that site coordinator can say, okay, let's get on that and let's solve that together. And then you find a solution and the child learns.